Hello, virtuous beauties. Fallon VR here. Stylist, owner of Virtuous Beauty Salon, located in Columbus, Ohio. I specialize in pre-loop crochet styles as well as both braided and braidless sew-in installs. I also sell hair, wigs, bundles, enclosures. And I wanted to do this video for you guys really quick just to share. A lot of you probably already know this information, but I kind of wanted to share for those who may not know this information. I've had my crochet style in for a couple weeks now, and my scalp is itching. So I am going to oil my scalp. This is the bottle that I'm using. And the reason why I'm using this bottle is because of the nozzle. Now, this is wild growth oil. I do love this oil as well for growing the hair, moisturizing the scalp. However, the contents of this bottle are gone. I made my own mixture that's in here right now to help promote growth in my hair as well. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I actually do when I oil my scalp, because one of the reasons for scalp itching could be a lack of moisture. So I wanted to share with you guys how I do mine and just give you this one tip on something that you can try if your scalp is itching. So I definitely do recommend a bottle like this with a nozzle on it. I can drop a link below for this particular oil that you can purchase, and it'd be shipped to you directly from Amazon if you're interested. But of course, we must take our hair down, number one. And I got all kind of stuff going on under here. Got a half up, half down hairdo. And went to the gym this morning, so I just kind of gather all of it up in the top. But this is the easiest way to oil your scalp, of course, is just to have it completely free of styling, hair ties or anything like that. Sorry, excuse me for a second. These nails. Okay, so the thing I like to do is just start on one side and go row by row so that you don't get it everywhere. I just literally open up in between so that you got the path completely cleared on your crochet like that. You can use some clips or whatever to keep the other hair out of the way if you want to. If you don't need it, it's cool. So the reason why I like this nozzle is because now I can just run my fingers behind it and run it straight down that pattern. And then I use my fingers and go back in and kind of spread that oil out, and it feels so great on my scalp already, y'all. I'm telling you. And especially if you're like me, haven't taken care of your edges, put it in and massage your edges. That's important. You want to stimulate your blood flow by massaging. And it smells good, y'all, because I have one of the oils that I have in here is peppermint oil to help with scent. I know some people don't like that scent, but I actually like it, especially when you have other oils in there that don't smell so great. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm opening up this part. I'm going to follow it all the way down to the back. Hold this hair over to the side. Lean my head, and literally, this is the reason why a bottle with a nozzle is perfect. And run it down. And then the reason why you want to use your finger, because you want to kind of spread it out to the side onto the other braids and really get that scalp well. And trust me, by this time, you, your client, or your child are going to be feeling so amazing. Now we'll go to the next row. So we're just going to continue just going down row by row. Do every single row like this. And trust me, once you do this, your scalp is going to thank you. And there's some other things that it could be also. Your scalp could be itching because you could be having an allergic reaction to the hair, or it could be, the scalp might need to be cleansed, you know. So there are some other products that you can use, like witch hazel, tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is really great for itch. Just taking this bottle and putting some shampoo and water in it and run that down those parts and cleanse your scalp. Sometimes that would even help. So now I'm going to the next row. Yes, we do want to get in between each row because you want to make sure you get your scalp well. So I'm making sure I'm going all the way down that part. I'm going to get that oil in there. All the way down to the back. You know what, y'all? I'm looking this way. I'm going to turn us around. Yes. I'm going to turn this around. This is better. Yes. So you see? And then you can use that excess oil to kind of run down the braids and refresh any of these if you need them. I have the Goddess braids in with color, and I tell you what, these Goddess braids with color, these things mat up so quick and easy. I think that I will not use color again. So I'm just going on to that next row. See? All the way down, y'all. All the way down. Oh, your scalp is going to thank you. And if you have like braids like I do or something, twist, you can be pretty generous with the amount of oil that you use in the hair, you know, because you kind of want to spread it across into the other sides and everything. And we're gonna keep on moving right down the row. And again, the oil that's left over on my fingers, I kind of use that to run down the other hair, control some of the frizz, you know, help to get rid of some of the flyaways. So we're detangling at the same time as we're oiling our scalp. So we're getting a 2-in-1. And if you guys see places where I'm missing crochet, that's because I used to like my crochet really full, but now I don't like that. I think sometimes we can overfill our hair and it doesn't look natural. So if I'm wearing my part just in one place or a flip over, I can skip some spaces, guys. We don't have to literally pack our crochet to where when you're done, you're looking crazy. I did my cousin's hair the other day, and she was redoing her hair from hair she had used before from another client. I mean, from another style, and another stylist had done her hair. And the amount of hair that she had put in her head, I could not imagine how it was looking, because there was so much hair in that bag. And she had braids like mine, and when I finished, I threw away a handful about this much, And in the bag that they brought it in, there was still probably this much more hair in the bag. So I can't imagine. And it was full. The style was full with the amount that I put in. So I just can't imagine. I mean, to each his own. If you like it full like that, more power to you, sister. Go ahead, do you. But some people, I guess, feel like, oh no, I'm not doing it right if I don't hit literally every single hole in the crochet. And as long as the type of crochet that you have covers, you don't have to. Matter of fact, you don't really want to. If you don't want it that full, you don't want to hit, you know, see, I got some space in here. Now this side, I'm not going to lie to you, I probably could fill in a little bit more. But you don't have to, like, hit every one. If this is about the size of my finger, I would do at least this, your size of this braid or whatever you're using, the size of your finger, I'll do at least 2 to 3 spaces in between, you know, and that should be sufficient. When you have, especially you have extra hair like on the outside of it like this, that's going to give you more volume. And if you're the type of person that's like, oh, I don't want my hair to look big, I'm telling you, skip space. Don't do it to yourself. Skip some space, y'all. But I probably will go in and fill in this side a little bit more, because my head was just hurting so bad, and I just didn't want to put anything else in because I'm tender-headed. So I probably should have put a little bit more on this side, but now that it's not hurting so much, I might go in and fill in. But see, you just want to make sure you open this up. Open it up well, you know, all the way to the back. And go on ahead and make sure y'all, let's not be lazy. If you got a lot of braids, get in between every braid, because you don't want to have some of your scalp feeling good and the rest of it itching, driving you crazy. So let's get in between every braid so that your entire scalp can feel good. And also, if you have oil that is to promote growth in your hair, you want to have growth be even. So you want to make sure that your hair is growing evenly all the way around. So again, I'm just taking that excess oil, kind of running it down to refresh and detangle at the same time, at the same time, you know? Yes. I'm going to refresh like this, you know? And this is my last row, y'all. So I'm gonna run this right up in this, straight on back. And even if you have braids that cross over, you just dab right over top of that. Go down. And then run your finger back in there to spread that around. And if you want to, also, you can take some on your fingers and run it underneath that last braid on the outside, right underneath there, you know. That's a lot of times where we get a lot of breakage, is that last braid running on this hair, on the hairline, y'all. Get it all. Get it all. So I'm gonna put some more on this side, and I'm going to run it underneath this braid on the outside and down at the bottom and around my hairline. Okay. Yes, honey. So that is one way that you can help to control some itching on the scalp. Sometimes that will mean that your scalp is dry and it needs some moisture. So this was just a quick tip. You know, some of you guys may already know, but for those of you who don't and weren't really 100% sure how to oil your scalp, that's just a quick little tip. And again, if you're interested in purchasing this oil, I will sorry about that, guys. Somebody came in the room. But I will put the link for the oil in the bottom. Bye, virtuous beauties.